Gate 14 podcast, and our Toronto Blue Jays have officially gotten off the mat. We got a tie series, best of three, guaranteed going back to our home stadium, the Rogers Center. Avery, how are we feeling these last two games? These last two games, brother.
Got our baseball team back. We got our baseball team. That's all I can say. I love when we score runs. It is so fun to watch. What Max Scherzer did today was as impressive, as out of the blue, as unexpected as anything that I could have possibly imagined. And that's the same thing as watching Andres Gimenez hit home runs back-to-back days. Max Scherzer today, that was an absolute treat to watch.
Avery, honestly, man, I tweeted it. I'm running out of things to say, and this sounds maybe cringy. I'll remember that appearance for the rest of my life. Backs against the wall. They won yesterday, which is awesome. It is the biggest pitching mismatch of the series. We talked about Bryce Miller, Gossman, whatever, but Luis Castillo, who's been nails, versus Max Scherzer, who has had a 11 ERA or 9 ERA his last 6 appearances, and Max Scherzer goes more innings, gives up less runs, gets more strikeouts. What more could you even say? And we talked about it. That changes the entire outlook on the season and how we talk about Max Scherzer, Ave. That changed the entire thing because he came in there in T-Mobile and fucking shoved against a really good offense and a really good baseball team.
And he did it after the Jays were down, too. It could have fallen apart, which it didn't. You trust Max. I love looking back on the Max antics and the Max quotes after he had this great start because I was skeptical. It's nothing had told us that we were setting up for a positive Max Scherzer experience tonight. Besides that, there's this Hall of Famer, one of the best pitchers we've seen in our generation. He's taken the ball in a game on the road when we haven't seen him pitch in 100 years. We haven't seen him pitch in so long. I watched him pitch in that. I watched him pitch in the scrimmage. Scrimmage. And he gave up a triple to Deshaun Brown and gave up a Josh Rivera home run. That's what happened to Max. That's what happened in the sim game. He pitched 5 innings of that sim game and he put his best out there. And we said together, it's I don't know. There was some talk at least that maybe Max wasn't going to be on this postseason roster. I thought he would, but I thought maybe he would be the bullpen guy and maybe it was Bassett, but this team, it worked out, man. All these moves. IKF, we have no idea what's going on with Santander today. We see IKF in the lineup. Turns out Santander died. His body, what a year for Anthony Santander's body.
Hey, rest now, brother. We have the watch.
Yes.
We'll see you in Rogers Center.
But Max, man, today, the changeup looked good for the first inning, and then Naylor hit a home run off it. And then the slider wasn't getting the swings and misses that he wanted. And then it was curveball time for Max. It was an all-time just changing it up, making adjustments. You had a pick off. He hadn't picked anyone off in 100 years, too. That was the thing for Max. Just as impressive as it gets for Max Scherzer. A tip of the cap. And then you get vintage Mad Max. Get John Schneider. And he gets in his ear. And it's awesome to look back on now because it worked out. What a goddamn competitor. It's easy to say, John, that he helps the players in the clubhouse, right? But he had obviously done that all year. And then for him to actually do it on the field today, it's incredible. I will also remember this outing. As long as things go well, I will always remember this outing.
I have chills, and the most insane part about it is, Avery, is Max Scherzer, that moment, we've seen that moment, Avery, where he rips into the manager to stay out there during his prime. He did it with the Nationals, did it with everything. He did that for our baseball team. He did that for the Toronto Blue Jays. Hall of Famer, first ballot. Pitched for the Toronto Blue Jays in a massive momentum swinging baseball game and fucking shoved and told our manager, our good friend, John Schneider, no. I want fucking more. Me hungry, and shoved. That was one of my favorite moments of the season. I don't even know what else there is to say, man. Him doing that and then shoving, and we kept on talking about it on stream. We were scared, Dave. We were like, all right, this is scary. Do you throw him out there again in the 6th? Throw him out there again in the 5th. In the 6th, he goes back out there, and I'm like, I hate this against top of the order. Gets the first 2 guys out and then walks a guy. Could have easily got out of that, but he said, you know what? That's it. That's it for me today. I did my job for this team. I helped this team win. And I also don't have to buy anyone a jersey. Credit to our good friend John Schneider for not making him go quality start. But it was a Johnny Junta quality start today. People forget 5 2/3, 1 run.
2
but
runs,
just unbelievable.
2 runs, sadly.
2 runs, sorry. Unbelievable legacy shit, Avery. And it all was like a collective thing. We got playoff Ernie Clement still doing his thing, Avery. Playoff Ernie Clement again, 2 for 5 today. Playoff Andres Jimenez hitting balls to Mars. One of the nicest lefty swings on the ball club. You like Bargers. Everyone likes Bargers. That swing is so smooth, and when he connects, that ball goes to hell. That's another guy. You talk about, like, the season, the narrative on the season completely flipping and, like, changing the narrative on it. That's a narrative-changing appearance, playoffs so far from Andres Jimenez. We look at it and go, well, he went off for us in the playoffs, right?
Yeah. If he can find a way to get you to a World Series, bring a ring home, those are the important swings that you'll remember throughout the season. Absolutely. And like IKF today, couple hits, sack.
Are you gonna give me my flowers for calling that on Twitter?
Well, I mean, you say that every time someone that's like not a popular move. You did say he sucks.
Yeah, I mean, he's not the greatest ball player of all time.
Yeah.
But this is my thing though. It's like what I've learned in us doing this podcast, whining, bitching, and moaning, it gets you fucking nowhere, Ave.
I don't do lineup complaints anymore.
It's like, and the thing that really aggravates me, Avery, is like, when are we going to learn about stop complaining about the lineup? When are we going to learn? This is 98 wins they have now this season. 98 wins. Sorry. It's 94 plus 5. 99 wins. When are we just going to accept it and just let the fucking big dogs roll and let the lineup go, man? When are we just going to just trust John Schneider and trust every demon, every dog in that fucking lineup? When are we going to do it? That's what I'm asking the people.
Yep.
Because I believe, I told you when we were down 2-0 to believe. I said it was going to be tough, but still believe. And what did they do? Took 2 in a hostile environment. Beat George Kirby, who's nasty. Luis Castillo, who is nasty, and gave them both belt to ass in 5 innings. Luis Castillo was 3 today, but just unbelievable stuff, Avery. Truly, man, I'm ecstatic. And the thing is, this team the narrative on this team is they never go down without a fight, man. That's all you can ask. And they did that. They showed that so far this series.
Yeah, don't roll over. Give us something to cheer about. Like, not everything can go your way, but put in a fucking good effort, which it wasn't a good effort or a good outcomes in the first 2. And now the Seattle fans have gotten the same things that the Jays fans got. 2 of the worst baseball games they've ever seen or paid a lot of money to go see. So everyone can go home unhappy who's seen an ALCS game that is a fan of the home team. But, I mean, we go through this like Vlad again, man.
Oh my God.
It's like, this makes me pissed off at watching him all season. Like, this guy can it's why we get so mad at him. Because he's like, it truly is why we get mad at Vlad, because we expect this. We've seen this multiple times. We saw 50 of them in a season almost. Like, I think that's why we get mad at Vlad, and I think it's why it's okay.
Don't include me. I don't get mad at Vlad.
Well, we should expect a lot from Vlad because he's that good of a baseball player.
Sure.
He is that talented, and he has the ability to do this, and we know, and he is a fantastic, fantastic hitter. So every time we don't get to see the home runs, I think it's okay to be disappointed in him because we should hold him to a high standard because he is that good of a baseball player.
But here's my thing. If Vladdy goes out there and God forbid, hopefully this team makes the playoffs tons of more years after the season, and he gives you a 137 weighted runs created plus 140, but does this shit in the playoffs, brother, man, I don't give a flying fuck what he does in the regular season. What he is doing right now, by the way, congratulations to Vladdy. He broke the Blue Jays all-time record home runs in the postseason. Congratulations to Vladdy for that. He just turned up at an insane amount. This is one of the greatest postseason performances ever. He leads Major League Baseball right now, these playoffs, in average, OPS, home runs, RBI, everything. Everything. He leads Major League Baseball in everything, Avery.
Yep, and you got the Dodgers who played in the wild card too, right? So
yeah,
to
And
do
you
that.
you
Pretty
brought up a
impressive.
really good point, Avery. I shout out to our goat Mark Shapiro and the Rogers ownership. Imagine if Vladdy was going into free agency after this shit. Could you imagine if he was going into free agency after this? He would get 700 million.
There's no way the season goes as well as it goes if Vlad's unsigned. I truly do believe that. Like it is a locker room changer. No one has to talk about it for the full season all the time. It's like, okay, what if Vlad's gone? Like, did you enjoy time here? I do think there's part of that goes into it. If he is unsigned, this season goes a lot differently. But
Fair.
to show up, man, in this fashion, when I know there is the fair weather fan who will watch some of the games. Like, we're 162 guys. We'll watch every single game. We'll watch every single pitch if we can. And it's like, you understand how these things go, but people just look at the stat sheet sometimes. They don't see it, and they just chirp Vlad. But when everyone's watching right now, Vlad has turned up in a big, big way, and it's been awesome to watch. So
I also
go ahead, John.
I was piggybacking what you're saying about Vladdy. First baseman, age 26 or younger. This is from Just Baseball, to hit 5 more home runs before the World Series. Albert Pujols, 2004. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. End of list.
Pretty good list. Pretty good list if you want to be a manager after you're done playing. I've really enjoyed these last 2 games, and it's so frustrating the first 2. Now we are in the same spot. Us and the Mariners have hated 2 of the baseball games we've played and have loved 2 of the other ones. This is even baseball, man, and I don't know what else to say. It would be awesome. It would be so awesome. They have the opportunity to do it tomorrow. Just sweep every single game they've played at T-Mobile Park this year.
I can't believe it.
Sweep in the regular season, sweep in the playoffs would be.
I will say this team increases your blood pressure and makes it goddamn near impossible because they lost to Bryce Miller and they lost to Gilbert, who looked awful on Sunday. And they beat George Kirby and Luis Castillo on the road. It's like, if this isn't Avery, like the story of the season in terms of like the cardiac kids, the comeback kids, and again, they Aura farmed a comeback victory, winning 1-0. They were down 1-0. But if this isn't the story of the season, man, I don't know what else is. Like, I will remember this baseball team no matter what happens. This isn't even loser posting because we're still in the series best of 3 now. I will remember this team for the rest of my life. I really will. And I tweeted it last week. I said, I wish there was a moment to tell you when you're in the good old days, when you're actually in them. We are in the good old days, man. This is the most fun I've had watching a baseball team. We got guys that we're going to be talking about at bars when we're 50, 60, reminiscing on stories. Ernie Clement. He'll probably be at the bar with us when we're talking, but whatever. Andres Jimenez. Like, this is what makes this so special, you know? And that performance from Max Scherzer tonight, and that performance from Vladdy the entire postseason, even Nathan Lucas, Barger in the outfield today, unbelievable, is why this team is so special. It's win by committee. It's not like the Yankees, I hate to bring them up. When Judge goes, they go. And sometimes when Judge goes, it doesn't even matter. You know, it's everyone as a collective unit. Our 9-hole hitter has 2 goddamn home runs in 2 games. A guy that was hitting in the 4-hole at the start of the season for some reason, bumped down to the 9th and is raking in the playoffs. Raking.
Yeah. So we get Bryce Miller again tomorrow. Miller
Gotta get the lick back, Avery. Gotta get the lick back.
Like, I felt like some of the swings were pretty good in game 1. Obviously he pitched well, pitched around them, but was able to get a bunch of outs, pitched deep into that game, and did an awesome job for them. I feel like they can hit him, but we will see how that goes. I think Brian Wu is not. He just can't be 100%, right? Like, if Brian Wu was 100%, he'd be starting over Bryce Miller.
Yeah.
I think so. And
but the thing is, they're doing the John Schneider thing where they keep. Did you know Brian Wu warmed up in the pen today?
Yes, I did. I heard that.
It's like, what are they doing? It's like they're fucking with the guy, right? It's strange.
I do think they're setting him up to throw game 6.
You think so?
Yeah. Like,
fair.
Keep him in there. The thought of him. I don't know. He's a righty, so it's like, I know he's the best arm besides Munoz probably back there.
Well, Brash is pretty good.
Brash is great too. Yeah, they have good arms.
They have great arms in that
But
bullpen.
I
I mean,
don't. But
Jay's got to Bizardo today.
yeah, but
Vladdy.
the fact that he's a righty doesn't like change their thoughts on to who's gonna come in, right? Like great arm, but I think it would make sense for him to set up as a game 6 starter.
There.
And
Yeah,
then
and I
just kind
think
of keep it in the back of their minds.
yeah, and I think it's maybe a short leash with him. He hasn't thrown in so long, Ave. Like so long. It's gonna be hostile environment. Do you do that at the Rogers Center? First career play, like or not first career, but first start in a long time in a game 6 at the Rogers Center? That's scary.
He's that good.
Yeah, he is that good.
You need the stuff guys to play. I think he'll be fine with that.
By the way, we didn't even talk about this. Let's talk about the managerial blunder today from Dan Wilson. Runner on second, George Springer up, lefty on the mound. You don't intentionally walk him. George Springer makes you pay, and then Nathan Lucas next at bat ground ball to second.
Really good.
That was a disaster class. That would have had me put a hole in the wall if we did that.
Yes, that would have made no sense to me. But the John Schneider thing is, I feel like he makes those good moves for the most part.
He does.
Yep. The main thing people like to complain about is when the pitchers come out of the game, and that's okay. But yeah, I don't think John Schneider throws to George Springer there. I don't think there's a way in hell. But again, 8-2 win, man. And Max
Ride
Scherzer.
high, Blue Jays Nation. You know what's awesome about this? We don't got an off day in between. We're right back on the horse. 6 p.m. tomorrow. Blue Jays, Mariners, Gossman, Miller. But I love it. I love it. Right back at it. 6 o'clock.
Thank God they made this a series, man. It feels great. Like to get the thought of getting swept was disgusting, and
Oh, gross.
just didn't want to have to deal with that and the shit you'd get from everyone else. You'd have to deal with it. But hey, you never know how many championship series you're going to get to. I've never seen a World Series from the Toronto Blue Jays in my life, so it's like I don't want to think about an offseason. I don't want to think about next year. This is the only season that matters, and you cannot guarantee that you're going to get this again. So I'm thrilled. Find a way to win tomorrow. Got to go 2 of 3, John. That's all you have to do.
Got to go 2 of 3. Hey, best of 3. Best of 3, Avery.
Yeah.
Best of 3, buddy. And now we ride. Now we go. By the way, just an program announcement. On Sunday, we will be at the game. Shout out Budweiser for the tickets. So, yeah, there will be no stream on Sunday no matter what. And hopefully that's a clinching game.
Hopefully
that's a clinching game.
Hopefully that's a clinching game. Yeah.
That would be chills. But anyways, awesome last 24, I guess, like 30 hours for Blue Jays fans. Awesome to get back on the wagon. Awesome to get back off the mat. And I'll be honest with you, man, they're clutching their pearls across that dugout. Jays are playing loose right now. The Jays are playing loose right now. They're clutching their pearls across that dugout, man. You get punched in the mouth like that back-to-back days, 20 runs scored. Tough spot to be in. Tough spot to be in. We'll see what team shows up tomorrow. That's still a very, very good baseball team. You can't take them lightly, and I know the Blue Jays won't take them lightly, and that's why I'm grateful for our ball club. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, live streaming for the boys, for the people, for the girls, for everyone. Gate 14 forever. I love you guys, man. What a run this has been. I don't want it to finish anytime soon. Now we go. Gate 14 forever. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and we'll chat with you guys tomorrow.